Hey guys, I thought I could do a little bit of review video today. I recently bought this Zoeva brush set and now this one was pretty cheap, and I know Zoeva brushes are very hyped up on YouTube and everyone loves them, but they are pretty high-end price. I mean, high-end for us Indians at least, because Zoeva is a German-based company and they do ship to other countries. But if you are in India, you basically have to get it delivered to either US, UK or Australia and then get it parceled to India, which will literally be as expensive as gold. So of course India has some dupes, and the one that I have here, this is a Luxe Rose Gold collection. I bought it from a local store here in my city, Ahmedabad. They are also available on Amazon, Flipkart. I'll share a few links in the description box for your convenience, but just know that it's not sponsored or PR product or anything. I am pretty shocked with this quality of these brushes that I've thought making this video and really walk you through each brush that I've received in this set. It comes in this maroon leather bag. It's not exactly good quality leather, but it has this rose gold chain. The process inside it comes in a transparent polythene like material. They don't have any brush protector or anything like, you know, that would prevent it from getting like this one here you get from Pack or Proarte brushes. By the way, I have video on favorite brushes from Pack and Proarte. I'll link those video down below in description box if you want to check them out. I believe this was about 499 rupees. We have 15 brushes here, and the reason that I kind of really was intrigued by this set, obviously you guys know me, I love rose gold color in general, but I was also quite impressed with the variety of brushes that you got. Like, they have included about 15 brushes, and I have kind of felt like it was really a good starter brush set for new MUAs or anyone who likes makeup in general. So I'm gonna walk you through all the brushes that I have it in here. I believe you get about 6 face brushes and 8 eye brushes. The first one that I have here is 106 powder brush. They all have like really nice gold copper for real, and then they have this dark brown almost black handle. They have writing on it, not just the code, they have brush name written on it too, which I always appreciate. When you're a YouTuber, you always appreciate having a name of the brush written on the brush, because that just makes filling the description box easier. And then it has this color love makeup written on it, which is, I believe, a slogan of Zoeva brand. I think in size comparison, this is Proarte AK42 round kabuki brush, so you guys can see that this one is quite little less dense. It's probably got about same size in dimension. It's really nice soft powder brush. I believe that you can probably use cream product with this one too. We have 142 concealer buffer brush. So again, they all have this really nice sleek packaging. This one I think would be great for concealer under the eyes, also blemishes. Again, you could also probably use this one to contour your nose. It'll be great for like cream contouring and cream highlighting for smaller part like your nose. I think it's very versatile brush, and I'm just so impressed with the quality of these brushes. I just realized I have kind of I think I was wrong. They have 7 face brushes and 8 eye brushes, but I feel like you could probably do your whole face pretty much with this set only. I think the only thing missing that would be lip brush. The next one that you have here is 127 Luxe Sheer Cheek brush. This one is really just nice fluffy kind of angle brush. You can also use this as contour brush. It's really soft, nice, like the white kind of goat hair bristles. Another one we have here is kind of kabuki brush. This is 103 defined buffer brush. This one has angled shape versus the round shape. Originally the buffer brush I've showed you earlier. This is smaller in size as well. This one obviously is much cheaper version of that Sigma. You know, I'll insert the picture here. The one all the MUAs are using the 3D shape kind, right? So but this one is smaller in shape. It's great for buffing in foundation and getting into places like under your eyes, nose area. You can also use it for cream contour, which I found it really works well for that. So again, very soft. It's little bit fluffy. I mean, we can't call it fluffy, but little bit less stiffer than the buffer brush that I use, like this one from Proarte. It's like in between kabuki and powder brush, you know. I found it buffs liquid product little bit better, but I love this brush. I think this one gives nice airbrush soft finish, you know, get out the solid lines that you have here. For soft contour you can use this one. I mean, I feel like you can really get very precise buffing with this because of its shape, and I feel like it's better for contour. 230 Lux pencil brush. Now it says pencil, but it's not pencil brush. The original Zoeva 230 Lux pencil brush looks something like this. However, the one I have here is pretty good crease brush. I think it would have been more appropriate to name this fake one 230 petite crease brush. This is the original Zoeva 231. This is what it looks like. I feel like this is more dupe of 231 than 230. I really love the fact that they included this brush in this set, because this one is great for really packing the color in the crease, but because it is tapered like this, it could easily use this in the same way that you could use any fluffy blending brush. I just really like the shape of this brush. It's great if you have like smaller or hooded eyes. This is your friend. 227 Lux soft define brush. This would be, I guess, probably your equivalent of MAC 217 or Sigma blending E25 brush. Just a really nice soft dome, great for applying color on the lid, for blending out the crease. Just kind of thing. I always think that everybody, if you need to buy first brush, this is the kind of the brush that you need, because it's just so versatile. I'm looking forward to playing around with this one. Next brush that you get here is 317 winged liner brush. Really like this one. I got it got quite defined slope. It's quite thin. I think you could obviously use this for winged liner, for pressing color into lash line too, and then also for like your brows if you want like stroke of. This one is Lux Face Paint 109 brush. Again, it comes in this really nice packaging, but I was so intrigued by this, particularly for contouring. I want to see it compared to Pack 237 brush. I mean, because this brush goes in and out of stock, it's so hard for people to get it. I want to see if this one is any good. Both of these are different kind of contour brushes, because these are flat like this, and in general you might have seen contour brushes to look something like this, like with curve. So yeah, these are pretty different. As you can see, these two here have quite similar shape. Pack 237 is obviously a lot bigger, it's a little bit denser, and this seems to be a little bit more fluffier. So I think Pack would probably give you a stronger contour, but could definitely use Zoeva one for lighter contour and for powder products. Basically, I can see you being able to get quite chiseled look with this kind of, you know, shape. This flat one, you can use it on your cheeks, your nose, anywhere that you want your contour, but it just looks like a fun brush sort of to, you know, it's just unique. So yeah, this is 234 Lux Smoky Shader Brush. I wish I had multiple of this brush. It is definitely similar to MAC 239 in shape and size. It is like almost dead on to MAC 239. So if you thought that MAC 239 was a little bit of out of your price range, this one is great one to pick up. It's a solid shader brush. It's gonna pack on color on the lid, and you can also use the edge of it for like blending, because it is a softer brush and you can still use it for like blending. I think this one is one of those brushes that everyone needs in their collection. It's great brush for packing on the color on the lid, and love this brush. The 228 Lux crease brush, it's very soft. Again, it's one of those great crease brushes that has shape similar to Proarte PE23 brush, which is just a small tapered brush. It's very soft. It blends the crease color really well. It has longer bristles, and yeah, it's longer than the other one 227 brush. It has longer bristles, but it's really great for blending out the crease area. It gives you a nice diffused look, and it's smaller in shape, like width, so it's not going to like overwhelm your crease area. You can really, you know, it's it's not white, so it helps. You see it next to 221, they're similar in shape. They're just great blending brushes. I think blending brushes in this lineup, this entire set, they have really good choices. For the 310 spot liner brush, so this one is very different and far from what original Zoeva 310 spot liner brush looks like. The original one has very tiny tip on it. I feel like it would help you smudge out the liner. Like if you mess up some liner, then you can go back in and fix it with that original brush. You can really have control and precision on the on that brush because of the smaller tip. But with fake brush here, it's quite long. I feel like this would be better at spot concealing. The bristles are synthetic, so it would really help with any stubborn cream product. Like when I'm going for a natural look, I don't do my base. I just spot conceal any acne scar or any zit on my face with Derma Pot Concealer, and that cream is thick. It's basically what people use for TV makeup. So really, to make that kind of heavy full coverage product look natural, I need to blend it properly. And with other concealer buffing brush, I think I used to use from Wet n Wild, was quite large. For example, this one here from Wet n Wild, it's so wide, but when you have something as small as this one here, you can really be precise with what you want to cover, how little you want to cover. Tried using like winged liner brushes for this kind of spot concealing, but their brushes are made in the way that is just, it just won't give you a good result. If you're using the side part, you see they are made to work this way, the upper part. So you think it's such a small brush and you don't care for it, but most often than not, when you're going for perfection, you kind of need these kind of precise brushes. Next we have 112 face curve. It is very different than original 112 face curve, but the fake one isn't a bad product. I tell you why. The shape here is similar to Kabuki foundation brush from Proarte. It is called Proarte AK40, and they make this shape so you can reach into surfaces which aren't flat, like corner of your nose, between your eyebrows, stuff like that. But Proarte is obviously better than this. It's kabuki, so while applying it does little bit of buffing too. But with this Zoeva here, it's a bit fluffier, so good for powder product like powder foundation or contour. You see, because of this shape, you don't use it to drag product back and forth like left right. You want to dab it or like paint it. So I find it best for any kind of layering, like applying powder after you're done applying foundation. You don't want to move your foundation once you're done applying, so you don't want to go roughly into it, right? You just want to dab the powder on it. This is the best brush for this. I personally like it to apply powder under my eyes. It's not too big, it's a bit slanted like this for the shape between your eyes and your cheek. So it's fluffier on the top, slanted part of it. It picks up the product just fine, just right amount actually. So yeah, it's absolutely not something you have to invest in, but since it is in the kit, let me tell you how to use this to its best ability. It's 226 smudger brush. Again, it's very different from the original 226 Zoeva. This is just a flat eyeshadow brush, so this is just to apply eyeshadows to your lid when you want to like pack eyeshadows. This is all it is. I normally don't use this brush for eyeshadows, but they work great to, you know, lay any concealer or eyeshadow primers on your eyelid before you actually apply your eyeshadows. So this works great for that. It would also work great for cream eyeshadows. You know, you have all this crayon eyeshadow, suddenly everyone was buying, so you bought some too, and you absolutely hate how it looks because you can't use your normal blending brushes. It will just ruin the brushes. So then you use your finger, but then all the shimmers are sticking to your fingers, so look is not that great. Yep, so pick up something like this for that. It'll work. Next is 129 Lux fan brush. It is what it is. It's a fan brush. People use it to apply highlighter and I never do it, but it's here. Well, I don't know what to tell you. It's fan brush. People don't use fan brushes anymore. So yeah, moving on. This is 322 liner brow line brush. This I thought was really unique because it's so soft and so stumpy. But yeah, I guess it's supposed to be either for brows, or I suppose you could also use it for liner as well. It was completely different to anything that I have in my collection because it's so wide and so short. I will definitely be trying for my eyebrows particularly, but I will give it a go with gel liner as well because of its stumpiness. So I guess you'll have I really feel like this is really worth your money. You get 15 brushes. Even if you only find 3 or 4 brushes to be, you know, usable in your routine, then it would be worth it because I haven't really washed the brushes yet. I have only used it once to apply this thing that I've going on here, but I do feel like this is really good quality compared to the ones that I've got from Amazon. Anyway, I do find it to be good, but I'll be updating how this one works after I'm done washing it once. And I normally do those kind of reviews or continuous update on my Instagram, so if you want, you know, more of that, do follow me on my Instagram. For now, bye and subscribe. Yeah, that's it.